Well, this is an unexpected bonus in the morning. Usually later on in the day, Kaz releases his silhouettes, and on a Saturday, of course, it isn't unusual. We've got 3 silhouettes for next week. That is, of course, when the update will be dropping, so based on our usual schedule, you can expect the update next Thursday, most likely the trailer the day before on Wednesday, and of course, we'll have to see if all of that pans out. As I said, though, it is 3 vehicles. We'll work from left to right, and the centre one is the one which I'm actually most keen to see what it pans out to be. The one on the left certainly appears to be a small, very boxy looking hot hatch. It appears to be, and more than a few things do line up, the overall shape, even the roof antenna, to a Peugeot 205. Curiously, not the more obvious choice of a 205 T16 though. The mid-engine rally legend, it appears to be what could be more of a 205 GTI, which would be a bit of a strange choice to go for when you've already got the Renault 5 in the game, but being a strange choice has never stopped them before, and either way, you know it's going to be a good car because the 205 GTI does already have tons of fans. So we'll have to wait and see on that one to see how that pans out. In terms of the bonnet, for example, it certainly doesn't line up with a T16. It doesn't have the huge scoop on there. GTI, as I said, is already a popular car. The centre one is the one that I'm really keen about because even on the Discord for the channel, and of course you can join the channel Discord via the link down below, we've had a bit of speculation thrown around that it could be a couple of different things. The general consensus seems to be, not just here for the channel but beyond, that it looks like a Mercedes Unimog, one of the very early Unimogs. I would love it if that's the case, because that would be awesome, and it would kind of line up with some of the weird vehicles like the ambulance that are in the game, and of course you've had the Moon Rover and various other wild cars in the past, so I actually wouldn't be opposed to that at all. That would be really cool. What it could also be, because of course a pickup is a very generic shape 9 times out of 10, this one has a similar size bed to the front end. It's off in the distance, so you can't necessarily get a great idea of how big it is. I'm still going to go with the early Unimogs, like the early 60s version, I think it is, like a 63 I want to say. It could also potentially be something like a Honda T500 or a Honda T360. That was a couple which were thrown around on the Discord as well. The only thing I'm saying against that one is you can't really see those outboard mirrors, if you will, down on the end of the bonnet. I hope it's a Unimog, and that's the main reason why I'm going for it. There is also the, I guess, vague possibility that it could be the old school Daihatsu Midget, the 3-wheeled version that we used to have in Gran Turismo. It doesn't quite look like it lines up on that one for me though, but that would make sense. It would make more sense than the Honda or the Unimog, technically, because that would be a returning car, but I don't think it is. We'll have to see though. And then of course on the right we have the easiest of the 3. You've got that long, distinctive, flat, wide bonnet, that kind of shark appearance, clearly an open top. Plus, we already knew from the data mining list that a returning vehicle was coming back in the form of the BMW Z4, most likely the 3-litre model of the earlier generation Z4. A fan favourite for many people. I do find it curious that they'd go for the open top version rather than the M Coupe, given how much love there is for the M Coupe series, and I know the clown shoe gets most of the love, the Z3M, but the Z4M as well I could see being a bit of a future classic. That's basically all we know for now as far as I've seen, so as we always say, you'll have to wait to see if there's a circuit or not, and we are long overdue for one. I guess many people have just given up hope at this point, but it's kind of mandatory to say it that we'll have to wait and see. So like I said, stick around next week for the trailer, most likely on Wednesday, then of course the update itself on Thursday, and as always I will be giving my initial thoughts on Thursday of the whole thing, you know, motor swaps, physics changes, new events, blah blah blah, and then I'll talk about each of the cars and the actual motor swaps in the days after, Friday and beyond. Check out special projects from the past week if you fancy more build-it-yourself vehicles in the game to go along with these, and for now, thanks for watching.